And Ivanka Trump joins us right now from our nation's capital. Good morning to you, Ivanka.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so
pleasure to be on.
We know it's an apprenticeship program. What else is what the president signed yesterday?
Well, we're incredibly excited, and this is the culmination of a lot of hard work. So the president signed an executive order establishing the National Council for the American Worker, which is comprised of U.S. government officials who think holistically about skills training and education for workers at all stages in their career. So traditionally, the government's only focused on education for those younger than the age of 25, but in a rapidly changing digital economy, we know that while we're not the best at training workers, that will leave to industry and the states. There's a lot of data we have that can at least enable people to make better decisions around education, where the jobs are located, what jobs are vacant. But I think one of the exciting things about that announcement is it was a real call to action to the private sector. So in addition to announcing this U.S. Government Council, we also created a pledge to America's workers. And this was something that was started yesterday. Over close to 4 million jobs were agreed to in that room yesterday afternoon. And these are companies. Walmart agreed to 1 million enhanced career opportunities. FedEx, 500,000. We had some of the largest trade associations, and this is going to keep rolling in the days and weeks to come. And what they're committed to is in such an incredibly robust environment where business optimism is so high, they want to ensure that they have skilled employees. So they're reaching into the high schools and saying, we're going to train you for jobs that we have vacant because of the roaring economy. But they're also going to look at their own workforces and say, based on automation, based on the rapid changes from a technological perspective, there is going to be disruption. And we're going to take some of our mid to late career workers and we're going to reskill them, and we're going to give them new and better opportunities within our companies to do other jobs. So it is a really exciting initiative. It's a bold initiative. But 3.8 million jobs were committed to yesterday by the private sector with no government funding. Wow. So it is really exciting. And we're going to take this pledge. We're going to bring it around the country. After the announcement, Apple subsequently said that they wanted to sign the pledge to America's worker. Boeing signed for an additional 100,000 job opportunities for America's workers. Oracle came out yesterday evening after the announcement. So hopefully this continues to grow. And really it is a call to action for business, large and small.
This is what Americans care about. This is why so many people went to the polls to vote for your dad. If you don't have a job, you're stressed out. You can't feed your family. You can't put your kids into college. We want a better life for our kids. And by doing this, so many people are getting their foot in the door. If you get your foot in the door at Walmart, you can work your way up. You can become a manager. You can work at the corporate office one day. But so many people, they don't have a chance to just get their foot in the door. And once you're in, that's right, the skills. So this is why is this so important to you?
And it's not just about securing a job, it's about creating a career for everyone. One of the CEOs who signed the pledge from UPS, he had started out loading trucks at UPS, and he's now running the company. And he signed the pledge to commit to create pathways for other UPS employees to do exactly the same. So it really is just a tremendous opportunity. And in an economy this strong, we have the chance to bring people who have been marginalized, who have been on the sidelines, bring them back into the workforce and allow them to secure family-sustaining jobs. So it's such a unique opportunity. The president yesterday mentioned those who have been in prison, served their time, and re-entered society. We know, empirically, we know from the data, if they have a job, our communities are safer, they're less likely to fall back into the crime cycle and wind up incarcerated again if they can secure a job, and they become some of the greatest workers if they're given that second chance. So people who would have otherwise been overlooked, had unemployment been higher, are now getting those opportunities. But also, and I really do think it's important thinking about our mid to late career workers who are looking to learn a new skill and learn a new trade, and investing in those people.
Some of those people in the mid to late career stages, they've given up because there aren't any jobs out there historically.
But in Trump's economy, we're seeing that change. So a robust economy is so good for the American worker in several ways. One of the ways is we're seeing wage rises. So wages have been stagnant for the last decade. They've been rising at the fastest clip in many, many years. So we're starting to see that change. But it also means that people are re-entering the workforce. So last month alone, in June, 600,000 workers entered or re-entered the workforce. So that is incredibly exciting. People are coming off the sidelines and looking for a job and putting their hat back in the ring. And we want to encourage that. And we want to make sure that companies and trade associations are stepping up to the plate and giving them the skills we need. And I think for our younger workers, for decades, we've said that there's one path to a great career, and that's going through four-year college. But that's not true. We know that's not true. And there are other paths. And so while college is a great option for many people, and we don't want to discourage that, there are other pathways that lead to tremendous opportunities. And we want to give equal significance to those and promote those,
and of course,
such as apprenticeship and vocational education.
And our economy badly needs those skill sets, which is what you are addressing.